Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, colleagues, I'm truly pleased to welcome you on behalf of the European Commission to the annual conference of the EU Cyber Capacity Building Network, a project that is funded by the Commission Service for Foreign Policy Instruments, which I lead. And I'm delighted to see so many of you joining us in person and virtually across the globe from many different countries and organizations, be it from EU member states, governmental authorities, EU institutions, think tanks, research institutes and universities, NGOs, implementing agencies and projects, or as individual experts. And while we come together from different angles and different backgrounds, what unites us is our common interest and common engagement in cyber capacity building around the world. I'm glad therefore, that we can gather today in one room from near and from far to discuss how best to organize and deliver our cyber capacity building efforts. This discussion is very much needed because the world is becoming increasingly digital. Internet and digital technologies are transforming our environment wherever we are. And in many ways, this is wonderful, with many positive impacts on our personal lives, our economies, our societies. But at the same time, our growing reliance on sophisticated technologies also creates many risks. We have to be aware of these and take necessary steps to mitigate them. This has become even more visible during the COVID-19 pandemic, which led to millions of people working online, but has also brought an alarming, unprecedented increase in illegal activities in cyberspace. Now, building cyber capacities in the digital decade, as is the title of today's conference, is therefore essential. Doing so will contribute to a more secure development of countries and societies around the world. Working at a global scale is crucial also for our own security, because in cyberspace there are no borders. Now, when launching what we have come to call the EU's Digital Decade last December, the EU adopted a new cybersecurity strategy. This strategy places an even stronger emphasis on cyber capacity building in the world in order to advance a global, open, secure, and stable cyberspace. We call the decade digital because support to digitalization is one of the Commission's and indeed the EU's geopolitical priorities. It is crucial that all our digitalization efforts include cybersecurity as a core feature. It's the only way to ensure that all countries are able to reap the social, economic, and political benefits of digital technologies. We want to support this work through concrete action, both within the EU and outside, using all tools the EU has available, including its financial instruments. This year, the EU entered a new 7-year financial framework with a new single instrument for external cooperation, the Neighbourhood Development and International Cooperation Instrument, or Global Europe. And we are now working on setting our cooperation priorities for the years ahead. Digitalization and cyber-related issues figure prominently in that work. Of course, cyber cooperation was an important priority also in the previous decade. The European Commission invested over €100 million in various projects, focusing especially on strengthening cyber resilience and fighting cybercrime globally. This gives the EU a leading role in the global cyber capacity building ecosystem, and it is our aim to further strengthen this leadership in the future. I see 3 essential tasks now for Europe to maintain this leadership and make its efforts as efficient and effective as possible. First, we have to enhance the coherence and coordination of our effort in every sense of these 2 words. coherence and coordination when setting priorities, when designing new actions, when implementing them on the ground. Coordination within the EU, with EU member states, as well as global coordination with other international actors. And luckily, the tools for doing so are there. The EU is right now establishing the Cyber Capacity Building Board and will set an agenda for its work. Our EU CyberNet is tasked to conduct mappings and run coordination meetings. Further, there is also the Global Forum on Cyber Expertise with whom we should strengthen our partnership. So that is our first essential task, ensuring coherence and coordination. Second, we should further professionalize the EU's own capacity to prepare and implement cyber projects. We should invest in knowledge tools, awareness raising, and training of our staff. And in this regard, the EU CyberNet, together with the EU Institute for Security Studies, are preparing a training course for EU staff in delegations all over the world, as well in Brussels, to become more cyber savvy in their work. We will be pleased to welcome also member states representatives at the course. And then third, we have to make sure that we have access to the very best cyber expertise possible so that member states, EU institutions, and our implementing partners can find the right experts for the right tasks on the right time. For this reason, EU CyberNet is building up an expert pool and a stakeholder community to share the EU's collective expertise. I would like to thank all who have joined this network already, and I call upon all our partners, all experts in the cyber capacity building community to reach out and exploit this unique joint European expert facility. To conclude, as you can see, EU CyberNet plays a central role across all three tasks I just mentioned. It's indeed our flagship initiative, and we are pleased to see it grow and work with all of you. I would like to thank EU CyberNet, implemented by Estonia's Information System Authority, for their hard work and dedication to strengthen the global delivery of the EU cyber capacity building. So thank you again for participating today and for bringing in your views, experience, and perspectives. I wish you a productive and fruitful discussion on these important topics. Really, together we can make a real difference. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Hilde, for these very kind words. And indeed, it is all about coordination and bringing together the experts and the needs and the capacity gaps in third countries. Exactly what EU CyberNet is tasked to do.